believe him. All right. Is that doing something now? Believe it is. Okay. Get this open back on my screen. Yeah, today I'm just going through and planning out some cyberpunk builds here in Minecraft. Yeah, in a super flat world. We already got some different things laid out and planned. But yeah, this is just kind of planned to be a chill stream. Not much else going on. Just building and chilling. Yeah, so a lot of lights, a lot of color. Obviously what I'm planning right now is some blue buildings, which would actually make a little more sense if I give you the context of kind of the idea we're going for here. So this is a really rough layout I have here, but planning basically this very colorful, very vibrant cyberpunk city. Yeah, like with these different wings kind of based on each primary color. Got like the yellow one here. Hello, invisible wandering trader. Kind of having these gradient pathways makes it really look like it's all glowing out. Got the red over here. These are very rough buildings, obviously. Not the best looking, but they work. They work fine. Then we have the cyan, or the blue wing, which I think is pretty cool. And my favorite, honestly, is the lime green. I think this just looks so nice, especially with the shaders. This is a very rough plan layout of what we're doing here. But yeah, over in a land world with my friend here. Gotta go back over now. Oops, wrong one. Not a server I'm banned from. So we're working on some blue buildings here. Okay. Let's see. I was working on the kind of slanted roof here. I don't know if I really like the patterned light blue. I think it looks fine. Probably just gonna keep rolling with it. Otherwise, I think I actually had a plan to. I think we need something kind of built off this side of this. I think there's going to be another kind of tall tower on top of this, and it needs some kind of support beam underneath it. So I think I'm actually going to do some work with some of the new copper blocks. Start with like that. Get some. We'll also get some warped wood. I think these blocks could work well with it too. Okay. Oh, also. Look at a cyan button as well, so we can turn on these copper bulbs. Plan on doing something maybe like this. First I'll light it up. Did not light up. Am I stupid? Is that not how you... Is that not how you light the bulbs? Why aren't the bulbs lighting? Well, anyways. We'll try a sea lantern. Same idea. I was thinking maybe doing something like a bit more rugged and mechanical. Show kind of get a bold outline here. Let's see, yeah, something like that. That's kind of what I want. Maybe this one out a little more. Oops. Something like that. No, I need to even it out. And then have it kind of build up a little foundation for a tower that I'm going to build up here. Let's put another. I think these look nice. I think the key to Cyberpunk is a lot of bricks and a lot of lights. And then whatever you do, it'll look good. Something like that. Check in chat. Dylan says, I think you're really good at Minecraft. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Thanks, Dylan. I appreciate that. I know I haven't been doing a lot of Minecraft content lately. Over the past year, I've really only been doing a lot of Pokemon stuff, but the pendulum kind of swings back and forth, I think. There are times where I'm super duper hyper fixated on Minecraft, and it's all I'm doing and all I'm thinking about. And there's times where that's the same with Pokemon. The last year of my life has kind of been in the Pokemon pendulum, so we'll see what 2025 holds. Some grates put down here. I think another way to kind of, yeah, keep these looking nice and mechanical. Cover them in trapdoors. Gives them a nice little bit of detail. Really have to force myself to break away from doing things like super geometrically, because my brain really maths it out sometimes, and then I end up building what looks to be very blocky, which, I mean, it's Minecraft, everything's blocky, but like, you can get creative with it. You've seen people build circles before. Oh god. Flashbang. My shaders though, looks great in the morning light. Go ahead and take a look at it from far away right now. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. It's gonna be kind of like a weird support beam for a larger building or tower. It's kind of coming together. Yeah, let's take a second and go check out some of the other builds around here. There's a hedge maze practice. I did not build this. This was Crobat. This was also Crobat. This is for a castle on a different server we were playing a couple years ago. Looks good though. Looks nice. Over here we got, he's planning some of the red district for the Cyberpunk Prism Town. So getting some block palette ideas out. Looks incredible. I'm so excited to get this project done and underway for real. Here's some. Looks like some scaled up, some bigger projects over here as well. Looks good. Oh, and it looks like he's currently doing some, ooh, green. Got a palette laid out. Actual Minecraft artist. Yeah, doing some greens. I love the melon pillar. Now that is special. This is looking awesome, just awesome. I don't have words. I'm blown away. Looks great. But yeah, that's really all we have right now for our Cyberpunk plans, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep working on this. Decide if I don't want it to be like, if I want this to be like filled with something. I don't know. I might just give it like a solid brick outside or something. Let's do like, actually I want to use some tough bricks and some mossy stone bricks. I think these can be a really good match for each other, and I often forget to intermingle the brick types. I'm a brick purist. Do it kind of like, this is like growing on the outside. Maybe there's some like plumbing inside here, something making it all mossy, I don't know. Yeah, and then just go ahead and fill in the, actually, I kind of have show you a little trick here. A little world trick. Go fill. And do it like right here. Tough bricks replace air. See if that did that right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, actually, maybe I did not plan that as well as I thought I did. Maybe messed that up. a little bit, but you know, we can work with it. I think one of the most fun things about art is making mistakes and then fixing them. You can come up with some pretty cool things. So we'll just kind of carve into this since this is a solid piece of brick now. Yeah, this side kind of turned out the way I wanted it to, which I think that looks quite dapper, but we can adapt this side to make it work. Break in here. I'll have to get some of these mossy bricks back in. Kind of keep the original effect I had. Yeah, kind of break into that. I gotta find this good balance between like structured, nice-looking buildings to kind of dystopian, kind of broken, because I think that's what makes cyberpunk. I am very, very loosely basing my aesthetic for these builds off of the video game Cyberpunk 2077, which if you've not played that game, it's incredible. It wasn't great when it launched, but it's good now. Yeah, like that. Kind of broken into. Can do more with like walls and slabs later, but we'll stick with that for now and start building up more. Go ahead and check chat for a second. It's my favorite Pokemon, water or fire type. My favorite water type, pretty uncontested. It has to be Mudkip, Swampert, that line. I love Swampert so much. Fire type, that one is a lot harder. My heart, I think my heart wants to say Cinderace, which is awful. And I only like it because of Pokemon Unite, which is also awful. But that's my immediate. That's what my brain is saying immediately. Yeah, something like this. I'm gonna actually show a little pipe design I do. One of my favorite designs to show, like, I don't know, cyberpunk pipes is to just use a glowing block, like a sea lantern, and just cover it in trapdoors. It just looks cool. Oops. And you come to corners like this, just put like a matching block there. Corners like that, and it kind of just turns out. It really just works. Just takes a second here to put them all down. See, there we go. Like that. Yeah. Get the front portrait of that. Yeah, I think that looks great. It's kind of starting to look like there's not a lot of support there. Like that'd be very heavy to keep up, so maybe there's something we should build here, maybe with tough bricks. Kind of make it look like a foundation is built somewhat underneath it. Something like, and I might cut it off like here. That kind of do a, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Something like that. This will kind of help it make it look a little more like believable that there's this whole honking thing on top of it. kind of hanging off the side of this building. Oh, also, I just got a good idea. 1 second here. I'm going to quickly add a audio stream to this. Let's do a... Let's do a professional. Oh, okay. No idea if you guys can hear that, but let me double check that. Let's see here. Sorry for the delay. I don't know if I'm getting music to work. That's fine. We'll get back to building. Yeah. Okay, I think it's time for a new section on top of the main portion. And I think this section needs to be mighty blue. I think it needs to be so incredibly blue that it earns its right to be in the blue district. Let's see here. Let me think. I think we're going to start diving into the light blue palette. Doing something like this. Now here's where some of the magic is going to kick in. I think we're going to maybe how big do we want to do this? We gotta do it like right there. Oops. And then light blue concrete, if I did that right. Yeah, should get a nice big block of concrete. Okay. Do something like that. Do wool next. Then concrete powder's the lightest. Oops. It also falls just like sand. Nope. I have to make my way out really quick. Let me out. Okay. Go ahead and fix this, and we're doing this anyways. Now that we have the block with the gradient that we roughly want, I'm gonna go ahead and just hollow this guy out. Yeah. There we go. Now we have the basis of the next section of the building. Oh. Get that out of there. Yeah. Looking mighty blue. I'm starting to think that's about as tall as I want this building to be. I mean, I think there might be like a roof section on top of that. Maybe something you can stand on, but I don't know if I want the building much taller than that. Oh, the hedge maze. I think that looks nice. I am gonna go back to the day, so sorry for the flashbang. I think I'm gonna plan out the roof section, just so I can get a good feel for how we're topping this off. I'm gonna start with bricks here. Maybe do something like that big. Some tough bricks. See how that looks from down there? Yeah, something like that, properly supported and detailed, might look good. Let's go with that. I think I am going to continue kind of these acacia wood support beams. The acacia wood logs work surprisingly well with tough. I think they complement each other quite nicely. Yeah, I think this just screams blue district of Cyberpunk City. Surely, right? I love to watch your videos. They always cheer me up when I'm having a bad day. That warms my heart, man. I'm so glad to hear that, because that is the goal in my mind every time I'm making a video. Sometimes I'll go a couple weeks and I don't make a video, and I feel bad that I don't get that opportunity to reach out and build more community with my fans. So I'm glad to hear that. You're 10 years old and you want to make Pokemon videos just like me. I was about your age when I first streamed about doing YouTube as well. It wasn't until I was 23 until I tried, but you can try earlier than that. It's a lot of work, but it's so much fun. So much fun. If you get into content creation, you totally know. There's nothing like it. Yeah, I think these support beams work decently well with the tough. I'm gonna detail that block up top more eventually, but I think that is quite nice. I gotta decide the style of window I'm doing for these. Down here I've been alternating between diamond blocks and sea lanterns, which aren't actually a window at all, but from a distance it kind of gives it a cool, like, glowing glare. Especially at night, I think it looks really cool. So I want to do something slightly different up here. Maybe actual windows. Maybe still fake. I have an idea. I wanted to see what something like, maybe if I did sea lanterns and then, oops, and glass, something like that. Yeah, those are kind of nice. Kind of like the dimension they give. Let's try it a few. Give them a little more space between each other. Do 2 between each. We'll just do like a row of 3. Kind of do this as a tester and see if we like this. Go on the inside. Put all the little fake backs on the windows. I've recently gotten into making fake windows in my builds. I don't know what's gotten into me. I don't care about actually seeing outside of the build. I want it to look cool on the outside. It's probably because I haven't been doing as much interior. I've been doing a lot more exterior builds lately, so I'm just not thinking about how they function on the inside. I just want them to look cool out here. So yeah, something like this. A little distance, yeah. Yeah, I think that looks quite nice. I think the green complements the cyan very nicely as well. Kind of fell into the bush maze there while I was kind of taken away by it. That's the vibe I want to go for. I just want you to like look at them and feel tiny, absolutely tiny. I think this gives a nice feel. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, maybe like no, don't like that. Could do something like I did down here. With the lighter prismarine, I could do like a maybe something like this. This could give it kind of a different. Just do them like this. Yeah, kind of like that. It somewhat obscures the gradient when you're looking up at it, but I think it'll be a nice detail. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like that. Looking at it from a distance, it really makes it feel like, I don't know, there's maybe like small patios outside of those windows or something, or shutters or something. Kind of gives the impression that maybe it's a little bigger than it is. Yeah, so I think I'll keep doing this. Oh. Yeah, forgot. I have to consider that once we get up to these parts. Yeah, do it there. And go on the inside so we can do the lanterns. And we should be done with this panel. Go ahead and fix that quick. Go out here. Those, and glass, and one more concrete. That should be that. Oh yeah. Not to toot my own horn, but I think that looks quite nice. I think that works well. Really gives the futuristic aesthetic, but I don't know. I think that works. It's a nice panel. There could be, I don't know, something with maybe like end rods. Could help. Un, dos, tres, cuatro. Maybe something like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Could do that on the underside of all these. 1, 2, 3, oops. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See if I actually like that everywhere. And then one more at the top. Oops. Yeah, that looks cool. Looks quite futuristic. Should have Spencer come check it out. Come check. See what Spencer thinks. He's getting a good gander at it. Tall, yes. I think that's about as tall as I'm going to make any of the buildings. It's also going to be quite expensive to build. Big fan, very blue, love the scale. Perfect. yeah, I think the scale, like I said, is right about where we want it. Got Zerto saying, oh snap, Dr. Jason's a real choom who's chroming the fuck up. Absolutely preem. That is a peak cyberpunk reference. And Dylan asked me, how did I get into YouTube? And I don't know, it might sound really cliche, but it was just one day I pulled off the band-aid. I was like, I'm gonna make a video. And I wrote a script, and I opened up iMovie on my MacBook, and with a very terrible editing software, I cooked up a video, and it was a short. It got like a couple hundred views total. Very low amounts of engagement. I think it got like maybe 7 likes or something like that. Maybe that might even be generous. Might have been less. And I decided from that point on, I was like, every one video I make, I'm gonna try to improve one thing a little bit each time. For my first 100 videos, I'm gonna improve something. Whether I'm gonna be a little more expressive in the next one, or try a little bit harder on editing, learn a cool new thing in the software. And after 100 videos, I don't remember exactly where I was at, but I felt confident with the growth. The growth felt good. And we had great growth last year on the channel. We started last year at about 1,400 subscribers, and we ended the year at exactly 14,000. So 10xing in 1 year felt incredible. So to all you out there, thank you so much for subscribing. 2025 is gonna be the best year for content yet. I'm excited. I have a lot of cool video ideas coming up to share with you. I have a Valentine's Day video. It is Pokemon related, not Minecraft, but I think you guys will like it, nevertheless. It does appear that people have really been liking my other Pokemon video I released recently about the canon teams, so I've been cooking up a lot of scripts like that, kind of in the same vein of that video, because it seems like people just like when we talk about refreshing topics in Pokemon. There has not been a ton of news as of late, so just kind of having creative things to come up with and talk about has been valuable in this community. Yeah, okay, that's looking nice. I think actually the top is I'm gonna do something crazy like a big glowing roof. Maybe fill this all with let's do some sea lantern. Just give it a giant glowing top. Yeah, because when you view it from the top, that just really helps that really sells the cyberpunk vibe. I like that. I think also I want to do some like kind of chimney type things up top. I've really liked the tough brick stuff for like chimney pipes, just industrial looking things. Going along with things like iron bars and campfire. Can make some very cool industrial builds now. Oh, there's sirens outside my house. Can't have shit. Something like this. And then the new copper blocks have also just been incredible for making some industrial-like things. Actually, I think I'm gonna pair this with maybe like the dark oak. Oops, I wanted to keep the iron bars. Something like this, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't look super... super cyber, but I do want like pipes coming off the top, you know, like exhausts from all the residential apartments or whatever. I don't know if I want the moss. Let's do the tough bricks instead. Maybe something like this. Maybe like that. some copper touches. One, to inject a little bit more blue into this, because we want blue, obviously. This is for the blue district of town, and also help it look maybe a little more futuristic. I don't know. I'm just kind of getting like steampunky from that. I don't know. Not perfect, but we'll go with it for now. Do something else up front. Maybe more broad one. Thinking maybe something like this. And up top, I think I actually want to do something like that with, actually let's try some dark prismarine with this. That could make it look like a nice kind of topper to a exhaust. And also bring some of that blue tint up there. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks, it looks serviceable. That does the trick in my book. These builds aren't meant to be perfect right now. They're really just kind of meant to help me get an idea for block palettes, size, scale, how I want to do these builds on this survival server. So. Yeah. Not too shabby, I don't think. It's about as tall as we want the building to be. I do want to go through and do more of these windows on that side of the building, but it's seeming kind of, it sounds kind of redundant, tedious. I think I'm gonna start on another section of a building, which I actually think is gonna be we're gonna build the base like right here. Tough blocks. So it's called tough bricks. We'll just do tough bricks for now. That's fine. That didn't actually fill the space I wanted it to. Whoops. I'll make like a nice little alley kind of back there. I think for now, I'm gonna go to the drawing board and think up a kind of tower design I want to build up here. But for now, I think I'm gonna cut the live stream. So if you are watching live, thanks for watching. And if you're watching afterwards, go ahead and